It smells kind of like stinky feet.
Somebody spiked the apple juice.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's what that smells like to me. Like, sometimes channels say this and it sounds really fancy, so I'm going to use it. Orchard fruit.
Oh my gosh. You're so pretentious.
It just smells like something that it smells like an orchard of apples.
Okay.
Like you're in that scene and setting. There's
Let me
things,
drink my orchard fruit whiskey.
there's things being juiced, being made. There's some fruit on the ground that's maybe turning a little bit and it's overly sweet. And that smells filling the air.
Yeah.
And then somewhere somebody's got some booze too. Because there's a thread of alcohol in here, but it's not offensive to me.
Yeah.
It's just
also,
present.
y'all, I'm just poking fun. He's fine. I didn't hurt his feelings.
No. I'm a big boy.
In case people like to come at me in the comments if I like at all make fun of you or poke fun at you. We're just having a good time, guys.
We're just here for a good time.
We're just hanging out.
Also, I'm Josh.
Oh, hi, I'm Erin.
We are Stuff and Whiskey.
We are, and we're married, so sometimes we pick on each other.
And we hang out, and we talk about whiskey and whatever other stuff comes up while we're talking about it.
Yeah.
Like the fact that Erin's been trying to get me to go to an apple orchard for years, and I refuse.
And that you still call it orchard fruit. You won't go apple picking with me, and yet you're like, this tastes like orchard fruit.
I don't want to go.
How would you even know what things smell like on an orchard? Because you've never been. You've literally never been to one.
You don't have to go to know. I also don't have to go to know that I wouldn't have a good time there. So.
Yes, you would.
I wouldn't.
I'll go by myself, and then I'll make an apple pie, and you can't have any.
Okay. Hot take.
You don't even like apple pie.
It's got to have a big old scoop of vanilla ice cream. I have to have some vanilla ice cream inside of every
Maybe I'll
bite.
get vanilla ice cream, and you won't be able to have it.
Oh, I'm going to have it.
Because you weren't there to participate.
We're participating in this blind tasting because we drew this sample at random from a pool full of samples. We don't know what it is, so there's no labels or hyper bias influencing us. We're just going strictly on personal preferences. Again, this is our opinion only. Yours may differ. That's totally fine.
Yep.
That's the beauty about whiskey. Like some
It's
people
subjective.
like some people like Pepsi, some people like Coca-Cola, some people like Sprite. People have different preferences. It's a beverage. We're only sharing this because we think it's fun. We think blind tastings is fun. We like reveals and being surprised by things. We will give this a rating though.
We will.
We'll find out the price tag and see how that compares to what the experience in the glass was before we find out what we're drinking. We hope that's telling and informative and maybe a little entertaining to you. I got nothing other than boozy apple juice.
No, I agree. So it kind of smells, I say stinky feet, but like my stinky feet are kind of sweet. I think that's what I'm getting.
Again, her stinky feet, not our stinky feet.
Yeah, like
guys.
I'm not thinking like blue cheese stinky feet, because I would say gym socks if it was that. I'm thinking stinky feet like when I don't have my slippers on today, when I smell my slippers.
How do you know what Jim socks smell like?
Well, like,
I didn't think you and Jim were that tight. You smelling his socks?
maybe, you don't know.
Okay. Dad jokes aside, let's get this down the hatch. Cheers.
Okay.
I'm going to need a second sip of that because I barely tasted the first one.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of bubblegum.
Oh,
Like
I can kind of see
the pink bubblegum that you get in like the wrappers that you have to unwrap like this.
Mm-hmm. Mm. You talking about the pink block or the pink cylinder?
That's too many questions. I don't know.
The Halloween candy bubble gum?
No, I was thinking about it's more of like a rounded block.
Hubba Bubba.
Okay.
Yeah.
That.
Not the bazooka bubble gum that's like in
No.
the Halloween candy
No.
yellow and blue wrappers.
No.
Yeah.
Well, wait, I was thinking yellow and blue.
Okay.
But it's more like a block.
Well.
Whatever. It's pink and it's hard and it tastes like this but with alcohol. Like if you put a bunch of alcohol in that bubble gum, I feel like it would taste like this.
Okay. I can see where you're going with that. I'm not getting that same experience here, but I am getting that kind of like bright, light sweetness. Mm-hmm. I'm still in my apple orchard, sipping some spiked apple juice. To me, by the way, sorry for coughing. We're uncut.
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm getting over sickness still.
And I know people watching are like, man, you guys have been sick for like 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have.
Yes, we have.
We're very much over it. So I will say this to me is like, it's basically like a Toyota Corolla. It's just, it's nothing flashy,
Okay.
but it's good enough
Solid.
It's solid. It's decent.
I mean, this will run you 200,000 miles right here.
Yeah, I mean, look, this isn't going to impress anybody, but it'll get the job done in a pinch.
Okay.
There's nothing offensive in here. It's a largely inoffensive pour. There's also just nothing really remarkable going on in here.
I'll agree with you there, yeah.
And it's just what I would call like a utility bourbon or like a rocks glass bourbon, whether you like your whiskey neat like I do, or if you prefer to throw it on ice and just have something just to pour in the background for good, easy sipping.
Easy sipping is debatable because I feel like...
Every time I say easy sipping, she's like, it could be spicy for people, and it is a good caveat.
No, I'm saying it could be spicy for people because it's kind of spicy for me after subsequent sips. Like, the finish builds upon itself. That first sip, I was not, like, blown away, but I've now had 3 sips, and there's a little Kentucky hug going on. So just know that. Like, I feel like with every sip, it's building a little bit more on itself.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, whiskey does tend to do that for us. And this feels very bourbon-y.
Yeah.
It could be a very sweet rye somehow, but
I agree.
It feels very bourbon-y. Again, we're blind. We don't know. But for me, this is the type of whiskey that I'm just going to throw in a rocks glass. And I'm kind of making a recommitment in the year of 2026 to do that more. A lot of times when I'm sipping, I'm grabbing a Glencairn. I'm throwing something in there that I want to smell and nose and dissect and enjoy the layers of flavors.
So when you put something in a rocks glass, what does that mean for you? Like, you're more just like... whatever about it, you're not trying to dissect it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just general sipping without really dissecting a pour.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people don't dissect their whiskey.
Correct.
You of all people should know this.
I do not do that.
Yeah.
And it annoys me that you do.
But
every night.
One thing I've realized is I like something like George T. Stagg or King of Kentucky or something. I don't want that in a rocks glass. I want it in a glass like this, and I want to spend my time with it. Whereas something that's easy sipping, relatively easy sipping like this, I don't need it to be in this glass. This glass is taking away from the experience because there's not a lot in here to dissect. It just needs to be in a rocks glass and just being generally enjoyed as pretty good whiskey.
Can one generally enjoy whiskey in a Glen? Because I feel like I do.
Yeah, you can. I don't.
Okay, so it's a
much.
preference. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not something you have to put in a rocks glass. That's the way you prefer to drink it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
To the Corolla, don't drink and drive, but like to the Corolla analogy, like this is more of like your daily driver. Like, I don't want to drive the 2-seater sports car every day back and forth to work.
I understand.
It would get old.
Okay.
But when I want that experience, I want that experience.
Yeah.
Whereas like this is just more utility, enjoyable, anytime, nothing to dislike in here. We're saying a lot of words about a whiskey that doesn't really warrant all these words.
Okay.
To be honest.
I'm just asking, I was more curious about how you prefer to drink whiskey that you just want to have in the background. Because for me, I would just have this in here and just drink it like you drink it out of a rocks glass. Because it doesn't matter to me what it does. But to you, it changes the experience, which I get.
Yes.
I totally get that. I was just asking about it because I didn't know that.
Yeah. And I could drink it out of here and be just totally fine.
Yeah, but you prefer it other ways, and that's fine.
Yeah, it makes it more enjoyable to me to have it in a rocks glass because it puts my head in a different place.
Yeah.
Because
I get that.
We've done a whiskey channel for 5 years, so
100%,
when I'm drinking things in glasses like this, I'm being a little bit more analytical because we could say something that could cost you guys some money if you go out and buy something on our recommendation. I don't think this is Glencairn whiskey. I think this is a rocks glass, get out of the way, enjoy it in the background type whiskey. Yeah. I could be wrong about that. I could have egg on my face here in a few seconds when we find out the price and what it is.
Yeah.
I'm thumbs up, though.
I'm thumbs up, but I hope it's not expensive. If it's pretty expensive, I will go down. Because to your point, it's good, not great, but it's not bad, so I don't want to spend a lot of money for not great. Yeah.
I think the reason that conversation was necessary is because this is something I'm keeping in mind going into the new year. This, to me, if this is strictly a Glencairn whiskey, for me, it's going to be a just okay because I don't enjoy it in this format. But if I can throw it in a rocks glass and just let it disappear in the background, I'm thumbs up. I find it enjoyable.
Meaning if the price is low enough where you would buy it for that.
Yeah. There's a ton of whiskey that does what this does. It feels like it should be $50 or less.
I agree.
If it is, I'm thumbs up.
Yeah.
And I'm happy with what we're working with. And
I will say the overall notes of it are more bright though, kind of like an apple.
Yeah. 71 in our key. What's the price?
Sorry. Okay. Well, it's $80.
Yeah, I can see it.
It's
good.
I don't love that. I am going to just okay, just for the reason that, like, it's not my favorite. I'd rather have something else that I could maybe spend, like, $60 on that I would actually like a little better, more flavor, like towards my palate, but it's not bad. Like I like it. I just don't want to pay $80 for it.
I agree. For $80, I want to spend $80 on bourbons that are more to my profile because I feel like a lot of things do what this does. And if I'm going to spend $80, I want to try to get something that's a little bit more unique. I can get there's a boatload of different single barrels that I can purchase for $80.
Yeah.
That I would enjoy infinitely more than this for the way that I sip, which is oftentimes in a Glencairn and oftentimes spending a little time with the pour and taking some more time with it and picking it apart.
For what we would call a background whiskey for us, $80 is a lot to spend.
Yeah. Okay. And to that point, $80 on a single barrel. We do a lot of single barrel picks, and you can access those through our Patreon link in the video description below. Those picks tend to range between like $70 to $130 or so dollars. That's the bulk of the
roughly.
Yeah, those are the whiskeys that interest us that are available to be picked. So we do a lot of barrel picks. I mean, if your palate watching our videos aligns with our palates, then you're basically getting custom shopping for whiskey that can be delivered straight to your door in almost every single state in the United States, especially the continental United States. So check it out if you want to get plugged in there, or if you're just looking for a really good online home on the internet. Our Discord is very active in the community, and it is a wonderful place to be. The best people that we know are there.
Absolutely.
So join in if you'd like.
Yep. Okay. Would you like to find out what we're drinking?
Find out what we're drinking. Number 71 is
Redwood Empire Devil's Tower High Rye Bourbon.
Oh.
And I have to turn it to see the proof.
Good job, Redwood Empire.
Man, I hate it when I do this. 99 proof.
I was going to say it's got to be in the 90s. But
yeah, and this is thanks to Michael Schneider. So thanks,
Schneider.
Michael.
Thank you so much, man. Okay, so let's talk about this.
So I wonder if it's the high rye content for me that made the finish kind of build on itself.
I would assume so, yeah. Also, got to give a shout out to Redwood Empire. Craft distillery from the state of California.
Oh, okay.
So this is...
Is that the bottle that has like the man's face on it?
Yes.
Yeah.
The cool artwork. Yeah. They got cool artwork.
Okay.
So, is this a product that is worth paying for? Only you can decide that. I will say, as a whiskey nerd myself, knowing it's Redwood Empire, knowing that I'm supporting a craft distillery, I am okay with paying a few more dollars
because
if it's an enjoyable
it's craft,
bottle.
That's why it's priced the way it's priced.
Yeah.
I still wouldn't want to pay it. I'm still saying, we can't change our ratings, but that is a good caveat to bring to the table. Just knowing that it's craft and you're supporting it, you'd pay the $80 for it.
So, one thing I want to do in 2026 is say, does this experience blind line up with my experience non-blind? And it does. Most of Redwood Empire's stuff, I feel like I wish it were a little cheaper, but I understand it's more expensive because you're supporting a craft distillery. It is generally very similar to a lot of things on the market, but it is a little different. It's got some things that are different in there, and only you can decide if you want to pay for that or not. I generally feel like if their whiskeys were 20% cheaper, I would be more inclined to buy them, but I understand that they have to stay in business. They have employees to take care of and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They got to charge what they got to charge. So I am a little bit more of a take it or leave it, just okay on them at their price point. That doesn't mean that I don't think they're worth buying if you want to support a craft distillery. I just don't think the value's there, but it's really hard for craft distilleries to compete on value with the big brands because the big brands are working in large volume so they can sell things for cheaper, whereas the craft distilleries literally have to charge more just to keep the doors open and the lights on. Yeah. So this lines up.
It's very nuanced, a very nuanced discussion that we don't have time to really get into today.
And who is this for?
Who is it for?
I think this is for anybody that's looking for good craft whiskey. This whole tasting, when I think about a kind of a benchmark background whiskey for me, I'm thinking of things like Buffalo Trace, Eagle Rare, E.H. Taylor Small Batch. Okay. And throughout this whole tasting, I was kind of thinking to myself, those are my kind of benchmark background whiskeys that most people have experience with. And I like this better than Buffalo Trace and E.H. Taylor Small Batch. Okay. I do like the age on Eagle Rare a little bit more than this, but fair. Overall, this is kind of in that wheelhouse. It's batting in that sweet, fruit forward, generally enjoyable, nothing inoffensive type of lane that all those other products operate in. So maybe worth checking out.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Be good to each other, and until next time, cheers. Man,
I know I'm not changing ratings or anything.
No, I know you're not. I know
enjoy
you're not because
this-
we can't.
Right.
You can speak to it though.
I
which you did.
enjoy this more because it's Redwood Empire.
No. Yeah, and you said that in a very clear way where it didn't seem like you were changing your rating, which is why I didn't get onto you. If you notice, I was just like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Because I could tell you weren't changing your rating. You were just like, you said, I think,
Man, that's good.
now that I know that it's Redwood Empire, you said that, you kind of spoke to it.
That's like, I just drink it knowing what it is. That's good whiskey.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
they
it's
did a
not
good
bad
job.
whiskey. And I see why they're charging what they're charging. I still don't want to pay it, but I understand why they're doing it.
Yeah.
It's not astronomically, like it's probably as low as they can go and actually make a profit on it.
Probably, yeah. That's craft distilleries for you.
Mm-hmm.